Now, the subject that I'm going to go into is going to be a very, very important subject, and it's entitled Black Lives Matter. Now, I chose this very, very important subject to go into, Black Lives Matter, to deal with the recent events that just took place here in the month of July. Now, today's date is July the 10th, 2016. And you and I are both aware of the recent events that took place with the police killings down in Dallas, Texas, Minnesota, as well as in Louisiana. And this is all over the mainstream news, and it's also all over the social media. What is this showing us? This is showing us that we are getting closer and closer to the end. This is showing us, as I've tried to show you, brothers and sisters, in the very powerful video that I did, police brutality and also the kingdom of Satan, that they are ready. They are ready to implement their program, and they are ready to implement their plans. Their plans that they are trying to implement and they are ready to usher in is martial law. Now, I warned you in the video Kingdom of Satan and in the video I did Police Brutality that this is all a program and a plan to implement martial law, to get black people discouraged and outraged with the police department, that they will take to the streets and cause chaos and ruckus through race riots and violent protests. And then you have agent provocateurs that will inflame black people to get out in the streets and commit acts of lawlessness that would give the government a legitimate reason to implement martial law. I warned you, and I told you, to those of you out here who did not see that video I did, Kingdom of Satan and Police Brutality, you need to go back and watch both of those videos among all of my videos. And those videos will give you your student enrollment. Those videos will give you your understanding of prophetical events that are happening on this earth. We are getting closer and closer to the end. The Most High now is ready to implement His judgment upon this earth and the people who have oppressed us. So the Most High is the ultimate power behind everything that's happening on this earth. But He's allowing our enemies to slay us down in the streets of America for a purpose, for a reason, and that reason is to be an example to you and I, to those of us who the Most High is woken up to this glorious truth, this glorious understanding. They are examples. The 2/3 of our people that are being killed and murdered and shot down by the police department, that are dying from violent deaths throughout the streets of America, they are an example unto us. They are an example unto us, those of us that the Most High has woken up, so that we can go into the prophecies of the Bible and see everything that the Father said that would happen on this earth is actually coming to pass. So nobody can come and say that this Holy Bible is not the word of the Most High, because everything that's occurring on this earth can be proven and validated right here in the scriptures. Now, I told you in the Kingdom of Satan video that I did that this is all a plan by the global elites to usher in the New World Order. And you, so-called Negroes, you are very, very involved in helping them to accomplish their program. How? By inflaming you. I warned you about these agent provocateurs that they have throughout our communities that are paid government agents, okay, subsidized and financed by the government of the United States to inflame the black community. Now you'll notice, as soon as the Black Lives Matter, okay, as soon as the Black Lives Matter movement got involved in the protests in Oakland, California, that's when the riots broke out. Understand? That's when the riots broke out, when the Black Lives Matter movement got involved with the protests in Oakland, California. That's when the riot broke out. That's when the lawlessness broke out. That's when the vandalism broke out. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That these people are nothing but paid agents. Agent provocateurs set up to provoke you into rage that you will go out and take to the streets. But I warned you, the Most High told us not to engage in violent protests and violent racial strife and racial confrontation. The Most High told us not to do that. He said, unto me is recompense. I will recompense my enemies. I will deal with them. I will deal with them that have oppressed my people, that have shed the blood of my people. You so-called Negroes, according to the Bible, you are the chosen people of the Most High. You are the children of Israel, and you are who the biblical prophecies of this Bible is pertaining to. They know that. You don't see the Hispanics being shot down and murdered in the communities across America on a phenomenal rate like you so-called Negroes are. Neither do you see that with the North American Indians. It is you so-called Negroes. It is you black people who they're targeting, and they're gearing this whole agenda toward. Now, this is just gonna be a short video. I just want to speak to the minds of our people out there and to whoever's listening out here in a listening audience. Remember what I showed you in the Kingdom of Satan video, that they are willing to use whatever force they have to accomplish their agenda. Now, by you taking to the streets and getting physically violent out in the streets would give them the legitimate reason to implement martial law and shut down on your communities, implement checkpoints and curfews, and detain those of our people on detention centers and concentration camps all over the streets of America, all over the country. By you listening and paying homage, okay, onto these agent provocateurs, these governmental paid agents, to inflame you to get out in the streets and commit acts of lawlessness, violence, recklessness, is going to ensure your destruction. Do not engage in that, okay? To those brothers and sisters that have understanding of the words of the Most High, we are not supposed to engage in any form of racial strife, physical confrontation out there. But I'm going to say this. Open your eyes. If something begins to violently happen in the next coming weeks or the next coming months, you can rest assured that President Barack Obama will implement martial law, thus assuring his seat in the office of the United States as president, because he already signed 2 dictatorial executive orders, the National Resource Purpose Act, which is the NPRA, and the National Defense Authorization Act, which is the NDAA. He already executed these 2 executive orders granting him dictatorial power that he will not be removed out of power. And this is the event of what they will need to keep him in power. And if that happens, say hello to the New World Order. Henry Kissinger already made the proclamation that under Barack Obama, you will see the fulfillment of the New World Order. Do you understand? So trying to inflame black people to take to the streets, to riot out in the streets, will ensure the Obama administration to implement martial law and detain those of us on detention centers and in concentration camps, or shoot us down in the streets, imprison us indefinitely. Do y'all understand this? So you have these agent provocateurs out there. I told you this in the Kingdom of Satan video, that are set up purposely and are paid to inflame blacks, to get blacks to riot in the streets, to get blacks to get out there and commit acts of violence in the street, so they would have a legitimate reason to implement martial law. These Hollywood entertainers, as I told you, Most High willing, I'm going to go into another subject dealing with that, about these Hollywood entertainers, but they are used as agents also. Now you have Beyonce and Jay-Z getting involved in voicing their opinion of this whole Black Lives Matter thing. I told you in the video, Farrakhan and Beyonce, do not trust them. You know that Jay-Z and Beyonce are definitely set up by the white man, definitely set up by the power structure to deceive you. Now they so-called have a voice now. They so-called are interested and concerned about the death of their people. Truly? Are they truly involved or interested in the struggles and the equality of our people? Or are they paid and they are told to do this? So you have to see what's going on around you. You have to understand and keep your eyes open. If this thing breaks out more than what it is now, you can rest assured that martial law will be implemented in America. You understand? And Obama will not come out of power.